Okay. I just deleted the last video because apparently I was connected to our Wi-Fi and it was really bad. So hello YouTube, I've never done this before. A roaming live. And of course I bought this little, like, I guess it's a selfie stick, this thing, and I can't find it. I don't know. So I'm gonna just click something here. All. So if you comment, I will be able to see. One person is watching. 5 people are watching. Fabulous. I've never done this before. Will you guys just say bonjour? Just say hello. I want to see if I can see these comments. Filming. I'm like a total rookie. All right. I know. I never do this on YouTube. How do I do this? I want to make sure that I can see if you're talking to me. How fabulous, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. Bonjour, bonjour. All right. Thanks. All right. So sound and pic look good. That is good news because, hi Too Wild. Okay, this is going to be crazy. I wish I had the dumb stick. My hand's going to get tired. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'm trying to be really mindful that my, I hate the word social media, but that my social media audiences aren't all the same. So the same people that are on YouTube are not on Instagram and all that. So I wanted to, hi, Northwest Minnesota. Similar, what zone are you in, dear? We're 5B here, so I wanted to share with you just what's going on. Again, I've never done this before on YouTube. Take my glasses off. It's dark in here. I wonder if I can, hi, Debbie, you're new to the channel. Okay, I gotta figure out where to look too. Right there. Let's say we are long distance friends. We are indeed. Can I switch you around on this format? Or is that gonna be wonky? Hang on. Beep. Yes, I can, look at that. Okay, so this is my greenhouse inside. And if you follow on Everyday Chateau, you know we live in this crazy eco house. And if you watched my tour on Instagram, some of this might be repetitive. Zone 7. Oh, that sounds... I've inspired you to get back in the garden. Okay, so that's my bedroom up there, which is crazy. So we have these slats in the floor so the air can circulate. We have no ductwork in this crazy house. Thanks for the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Never repetitive. Always lovely. You are too sweet. So this is my greenhouse. Finally clearing out a little. So before the floor was just loaded. It's just really been insane, really. And I'm so tired of schlepping things in and out. I actually just left everything in today because we are still having evening temperatures of about 45 degrees. So I have my basil and celeriac, which is just looking sad. Really sad. Everything's just like, please put us outside for the love. This is my London phone booth souvenir my kids were playing with the other day, and they busted the clock out. So that's not a normal feature in my greenhouse, but I love it. It needs to go on a proper bookshelf. Isn't that cool? This is working better than the Instagram yesterday. Oh my heaven, Dixie, it took you 2 hours to watch. Well, God bless your pure persistence and diligence. Zone 3B. Okay, I am about to do a video that talks all about the different zones. I'm going to actually cover each month of the year and what you can be doing in your particular zone. So this is what I showed Instagram yesterday. We have this, let me see, my kids call it a green anole. It's a lizard. I don't know if I can find it. He's in there somewhere. His name is Wilson. Housewife in the Woods, you would love that. Fabulous. Yeah, we're gonna try to get the first. I'm going to start with June, just because that's what we're all about to deal with. But then I will backtrack, and I'm going to go through the whole year. So this is my greenhouse. That's my messy office where all my doTERRA magic happens. Speaking of doTERRA, we just finished filming a video about essential oils in the garden because I get a lot of questions about that. You know, can you use them for your organic gardening methods? And yes, you can. So I'm really excited to share that with you. That might come out tomorrow morning. But this is where I grow all my seeds I'm really blessed to have it right off the house. It's actually right off. Do I want to show you my kitchen right now? Not really. It's right off my kitchen. And eventually where my wine crates are, we're going to put one of my many sinks. We're going to put a sink right here. I mean, I don't want to complain. It is really fabulous just to be able to reach across to the copper sink and fill water containers. But yeah. Okay, who was baking today? Amelie, she starts the bread at night. The girls, Juliet makes oatmeal bake. Probably 3 or 4 nights a week so that I have breakfast made. St. Charles, Zone 6A, hello Elizabeth. And Amelie starts bread for me. So just a basic no need, but last night we had a little miscommunication and she added a ton of water. So we just kept adding flour. I'm like, look, we are not wasting organic flour and all this effort. And so we made like this monster Frankenloaf today, but nobody baked a cake today. So Amelie made one the day before yesterday, and Juliet made one yesterday, which we had with dinner, which was really good, fun treat. This is a little fountain. This is their gross paneling that I can't wait to get rid of. If you guys have any suggestions on what to replace it with, hi Barb. I think like a faux brick would look really cool in here. I'd like to get is it bougainvillea or bougainvillea? I'd like to get one of those hot pink plants. Like I saw it in St. Martin once, and I'd love to grow it like up and over and just have it take over. I think that would be fabulous. And an olive tree and a lemon tree and all that. So I'm gonna take you outside. Hello from North Carolina. Hi, Peggy. Oh my gosh, it's 72. My kids think it's 92. They're half naked. Old brick would be amazing. Wouldn't that be really, really cool? I think I would need to do like the brick veneers so it doesn't take up too much space. Hello from Montana. Are you planting in Montana yet? I'll try not to fall down in front of you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna switch you around. If you follow on Instagram, you saw that my dryer broke this morning. Yay! Right, to be young and free again. I wanna run naked through the lawn. Well, they're not naked. I'll show you them. They're so cute. Aren't they so sweet? My dryer broke this morning. So I have all sorts of goodness here. I don't have Elma. Hi, in Indiana. I do not have a clothesline yet because I don't really have a backyard. I mean, it's, you know, we're treating it like a farm. I do prefer it to call it a country house because I do think it has a little bit more of that feel, not like your quintessential, like my background, like your German, Minnesota, Indiana, Midwestern farm. But I don't know where to put a clothesline. I loved my clothesline at Halfway Farm. Loved it. 54 in Southwest Michigan. Wow, really? Like Benton Harbor-ish? Where? Southwest? No. No, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the heat is killing everything, Deborah says. No rain. I'm sorry. Well, I'll pray for rain for you. I know, the weather is such a pistol. And we're still at like 42, 44, 45 degrees. And so, look at, I'm like jerry-rigging everything so I can plant tomatoes and peppers, which I totally stopped to film the YouTube essential oils video for the garden, and I should have been planting peppers. Oh, whoa, I'm missing comments. Montana pots. Oh, Alma. No knee-high by the 4th of July for you, girlfriend. All the rain is in Indiana. Send it our way. Well, no, don't. We had quite a bit the other day. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. I'll show you what we're doing here. It's almost easier for me to just turn. Finally, you remember the deck from last year? That gross deck that was sucking my soul? We are doing a cool stone doorway. It's just like the first step in the outside makeover, which is gonna be sweet if we ever get it done. June 1st is saved here, but I planted tomatoes yesterday. Yeah, I'm not showing anything above 47 degrees for 2 weeks. 2 retractables. I know Joel just asked me if I want one from the birch line to the door, a clothesline. I might need to because that's looking a little, I don't mind hillbilly, but whatever. I mean, it's not really exactly clean laying my laundry all over iron furniture that I just washed down from the back half of the chicken coop all winter. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around and, well, maybe not, because then I won't see your comments. Again, sorry, first time on YouTube. I'm live.
Yeah.
That means no complaining, no swearing. You want to say hi? Joey, do you want to say hi?
Who am I saying hi to?
YouTube, they're saying hi.
Hi, YouTube. How y'all doing?
We're talking weather.
Talking weather. It's beautiful.
Joel's getting concrete here. 88 feels like 97. So hot for May.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's
Hi,
73.
Joey.
Oh, hi. You call me Joey. My mom could call me that.
Oh, they're saying hi.
Hi. You can call me whatever you want.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Don't call me late.
All right. Here's what we have. We have tulips in. Okay, I'll tell them that are keeping safe. Oh my gosh, you guys can tell I'm nervous. This is really bad. No outtakes here, right? I'm gonna flip you around and I'm just gonna talk. So if you comment, I won't see it. So wait to comment until I flip back around maybe. Joel was a contractor. We had a painting and faux finish business forever until the economy tanked. You've heard me reference this in some videos. And then he went to drive a delivery truck in downtown Chicago, the murder capital of the world, while I was having all those babies till 1 a.m. So those were really good times. Not, but God was faithful and took care of all of us, despite some really late nights and some labors that would begin just as he was getting on those Chicago expressways. He would make it home just in time. Home birth. One of the beautiful aspects of home birth. But yeah, so Joel was a contractor, and he's actually, I mean, I'm like the one's like, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can do this, babe. I know you can do this. I'm always trying to simplify. And he's really skilled up. He's just learned a lot since being here. He does such a good job. He's meticulous with what he does. So he does a really good job. Ooh, I have some thirsty hydrangea. Okay, I'm going to turn you around. So I won't see your comments. So here's what we have. I bought about 120 tulips. Nothing swanky, just from Costco last year. And just have been working around this border edge, trying to fill it kind of one layer at a time. So actually, it's been really beautiful this year. I'm like, wow, this is the second year. So right about where my finger is, that's where the forest started. And then there was just trees dotted, here, there, and mangy stuff. But really, considering 16 months ago, this was nothing. I have to just, as creative as I am, I have to just acknowledge, like, this is really incredible. We're really getting somewhere. So I have some purple basil that I cover at night with the cheese dome and the cake domes, because it's still pretty cool for basil. And mixed in with these tulips. This year in the greenhouse I grew, oh, I can see your comments. What a dork. Of course I'd be able to see your comments. Thank you. Knit, purl, and swirl. Thank you. Merci. Okay, this is so funny. April, didn't you ask me this before, or was it someone else? Joel does have a brother, but he's married. Sorry about that. They are sold out. I went to buy a few more. I'm like, dang, they're gone. I just bought 16. I didn't buy all of them. But yeah, I was really, really, really disappointed to see some of them were sold out. Paula, I bet he has. Paula, your husband kills it. So I have snapdragons that I started inside, and they are, now I'm not going to be able to think, you guys. I get so nervous doing this. Butterfly, the butterfly variety. So they're real ruffly. Butterfly bronze and butterfly bronze with white. So when the tulips start to fade, which they are, we've had a lot of wind, then the snaps will come up. Got lady's mantle, which I adore. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. And then I'm really gonna love the purple of the black opal basil with the butterfly bronze. So they're gonna get about 36 inches high. I'm gonna pop a video out on YouTube here in the next, hopefully, 5 days on Thank you. Thank you so much. Love watching your channel on how to grow snapdragons because they are my favorite. And I just love them for cutting. So is pink my favorite color in the garden? I think for tulips it is. Actually, this sweetie here, this beauty, I'd have to get the packaging out. I don't remember the name, was very, very yellow. And so it's just fading now that the flower itself is fading. But it's really pretty creamy yellow. And then the pink. I had a couple just ornery ones pop up over there that are like orange, which I don't mind in someone else's garden, okay? But I really want to do pale pinks. The palette of the garden is going to be very soft. Look at my sad Annabelle. She needs me. Yeah, I will. You guys remind me when I get down to the potager because I just missed your... Can I scroll these questions? Oh, yes, I can. Noob, do you grow strawberries? Okay, I'm going to have to get to these. Very coral, peach, light pink. I've got a white David Austin in here. I'm matching on that side with the lime green of the lady's mantle, the purple lavender. So I'm really particular about my purples. I don't like a real magenta, like your quintessential morning glory magenta kind of color. I've got endless summer hydrangea that I sulfured, so I'm hoping they stay nice and blue. And this is a rose. It's not a David Austin, but it's David Austin style, I guess you could say. A lot of underplanting with snow and summer. Tons of lupine. So the idea, what I've done in my other gardens and what's going to take a while here is just so there's continual color. So next year my goal will not be to have, I do need some iris. We were just talking about that. I'd love to get some nice black ones. Some nice pale purple, bearded, absolutely. Just talking about that with Amelie this morning. Lamb's ear, peony. I need some peony. I need fresh flowers all the time in my house. So this big empty spot, it's going to be dahlia. And I was telling Instagram the other day that I just learned that you can start dahlia indoors. And I'm so ticked off. I mean, I love the process of gardening, that there's always something to learn, but oh my goodness, I was mad. So this is, here, I'll switch you here. Lavender delphinium. I have I have quite a bit of blue delphinium that I grew from seed in the greenhouse last year, so I'm really, lots of blue, lots of white, echinacea, lots of coral, lots of peach, light pink. I have some purple kale planted in there, so that will go with the palette of the snapdragons as well. Fabulous. I just discovered lilies on my list after the move. I started gardening. I feel like I just wrote about this the other day or something somewhere. I started gardening when we first got married. We had this little strip of land. We had this little strip of garden space. You know, it was just like, I call them doctor's office hosta, like landscaping, bushes and hosta and big white quartz. And oh, that is disgusting, Dixie. And one night I went out like around midnight and I dug them all out and I planted snapdragons and anything else my grandmother had given me. So that was a good 23, 24 years ago. So I have been gardening for a long time, which is, good and scary because it makes me feel old. So the dahlia are going to go in this space and I like the dark green foliage of the dahlia because it's going to give a nice backdrop to the color of the snapdragons, which I think will be great. So let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, I was going to show you what I don't care for here. Oh, no, that's okay, Barbara. I just I couldn't remember. I'm like, wow, those words, they sound familiar. Formulating. See these, this color? That's pretty. I'm not going to deny that it's pretty, but I don't really care for the bright yellow and then that reddish color. Not really what I wanted, but I think that happens with tulips when you're getting them from Costco or whatever, Lord knows what's getting mixed up in the bag. Hello from Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm going to switch you around. I stepped down the stairs, so these are my dreamy stairs here. when we first bought the house in March of last year. So we bought it in December, and then in March we had a day where the snow started to melt. This was all a slope. So this just came down like this, about 4 feet out. Oh man. Oh, we have so many deer, you guys. Oh no, I deadhead everything. I'm crazy. We have so many deer. I had one the other day over there staring at me like, what about it? Yes, we do need a fountain, Laura. See this middle circle here where you can kind of see the wood chips in the middle? That will be a fountain. Joel prefers that we give it 1 more year with Junior, just with a drowning risk. It won't be deep or anything, but I'm gonna do a nice fountain and pond in the middle. But this all was sloped and I cut it out. Yes, I did. And put the stone wall in. But one day before church, we were just like moving leaves around and just kind of relishing in the fact that the snow was melting, because we had moved in December and really couldn't get a feel for it despite what we saw in September when we first saw the house. And I saw this like little corner of rock, like my ugly shoes, sticking out, and started shrieking, of course, because I'm kind of dramatic, and found these stairs. And that was an exciting moment. Got the railing at a thrift shop. And right here used to be, you can see this on one of the videos, 2 big like rubber ponds. And then it came down to this huge pond. And don't feel bad, it was nasty, like not a pond. It was totally overgrown, solid weeds and iris roots. So, really bad. That was, I don't know how we did that. I have no clue how we pulled that off, getting that out of there. That was a ton of work. The deer, so our deer are really cocky. I mean, if I go to the gym 5:30 in the morning or whatever, it's not uncommon for me. I've seen 23 deer on the way to the gym. We're talking about a 9-minute drive. So there is a deer path back there, which is why we're being really vigilant with the fence. I'm going to try to turn. Over here. Oh boy. More storms, more Midwest storms. Yikes. Actually, I mean, I don't miss the really, really scary ones, but I do miss like a good thunderstorm. Meet at your doorstep, right? But I'm going to use soap. We haven't had any trouble with them like on this side of the garden, as weird as that sounds. They come in over there. So I'm going to use Irish Spring or whatever I can. And if I have to, I'll put the black netting kind of up here. Hello from British Columbia. Beautiful. But otherwise, you know, we're putting in the huge fence. It's 7 feet tall. So let's see, what else did you guys want to see? This is my little faux wattle. So it's not really a true wattle because I didn't really weave it in and out. I started and then realized I was doing it wrong and just loved it anyways. So I kept up with it. And I'm going to do another one there. So those are my leeks. These are onions that I started from the little onion sets. Canada is beautiful. But this is how I did it. Let's see here. You can kind of see me doing it on one of the videos. But we put, I can't even see my own screen here. So we put 2 stakes in here. Bougainvillea. Villa, Spanish villa. Okay, bougainvillea. All right, fabulous. Thanks, Nita. Joel and I are obsessed with that. We love it. We went to St. Martin eons ago before children and just fell in love with the bougainvillea against the beautiful turquoise waters. So I put 2 in here and 2 in here and then just kind of layered them every other. And I'm obsessed with zip ties. So I zip tied the snot out of it. I have at least 10 to 15 doe around our, we'll come back. How do I see that comment? Around our property all the time. I have too much land and fence it. So I try everything. Yeah, it's bad. They're bad. Maybe you can. We have the big netting. I mean, the whole thing is encased, even though you can't see it. Clear to the house. So that's how I did that fence. Lots of sticks. Takes forever just to gather the sticks and break all the twigs off. Hello from Spain. Hi, Alma. Yes, I keep hearing about Irish Spring. So Abby from Forgotten Way Farm said it the other day, and someone else said it to me in an email the other day. So I'm going to just put chunks of it in my rock wall, actually, and see if that works. Yeah, so it's hang bars on fence. Okay. Lay chicken wire flat on the ground. I just heard that the other day too, Deborah. Thank you. So I've got some tomatoes started in here because I'm pushing it. I cannot wait another 2 weeks to plant this stuff. So I have tomatoes and basil in here. And then everything's underplanted with nasturtiums for the calcium. Calcium for the tomatoes. Gonna put tomatoes in here. So this goes all the way through. So if you saw the episode where Joel and I are sitting and we're talking about a future greenhouse, that's gonna go straight ahead. Wait. What are you guys saying to me? Spotlight on and a radio with a motion detector. Yeah, I've had friends do that, Nancy, for raccoons. So that sounds familiar. Irish Spring. They don't like rosemary either. See, now that really surprises me, Deborah, because I know they're in the same family as goats, and my goats will annihilate rosemary. But good to know. I'm loving this. I love the ideas. So here's the arbor that we got married under with a cattle panel attached to the back. Munchkins playing with a hose. And this will go straight to where the greenhouse, the conservatory, the orangery. You guys tell me what I should call it. I really like the name orangery. I really would love to get some fruit trees that I'm wheeling back and forth. Oh, I know. Let's see. Nita, what did you say? Nope. Oh, Nita, if I put you in timeout, I didn't mean to. I'm just like clicking buttons like a maniac. No, I didn't. California is about 75 today. I saw that. Did you post a picture on Facebook, Nita, of like a greenhouse area where you guys used to play? That was unbelievable. I actually, yeah, incredible. Okay. Very fragrant herbs. Keep them away. Yeah, we just have so many. I don't know. They're really cocky. I'm not kidding. One just stood right there and looked at me like, what are you going to do about it? So here's what I have. I planted in a circle. So I put a stake in the middle of this. Am I making you guys nauseous? Put a stake in the middle of this circle and then tied a string to it and just went all the way around. Well, Nancy, the property is called Sur le Rocher, which means on the rock. And every time we dig a hole, literally, that's all we hit is rock. So we just dig them out. And there were some in the back from where the previous owner, this house was empty for about 5 years, but she apparently had a garden in the back. And then way over where the tree line is, can't see my screen, it's so bright out. There is an old orchard wall because that side of the property did used to be an orchard. I have no idea how many decades ago, but there's an old orchard wall, which is really common here. So it's very English. The terrain really reminds me of England. So we have the big cliffs and just stone walls everywhere. And so it's really overgrown and dilapidated, but we did harvest a lot of that stone wall that we have. But like, look, when I was planting my hydrangea, hey Joel, are you watering? No. Okay. I just have to water this hydrangea. It looks so sad. When I was planting this gal the other day, I dug up that stone in that hole. Like, that's what we're talking about. It's insane. Just insane. I know, Deborah, but I'm not a dog person. Don't be mad at me. I just can't do the dog thing. I can't. I had dogs growing up, but I don't think that's the right decision for me right now. I don't need to add any more animals. I have so many. Greenhouse with old doors. Yep, that's what we're going to do, April. It's going to be right there. I'm going to paint it green, and it will have a stone base that same height, so your eye will follow and it will match. It's going to be fabulous. All right, so I planted in a circle all the way around these 4 beds of the potager. So a potager is a French kitchen garden, so it's a mixture of flowers and vegetables, and it's okay to be decorative because it's a little bit prettier than an American garden. Your quintessential garden like my great-grandma would have had is gorgeous, but it's not quite as utilitarian. Let's see. Zombie deer. Are you kidding, Barbara? I'm going to use that expression whether we have zombie deer or not. We are in Wisconsin, so we're in a place of the country called Door County, It's the Martha's Vineyard of the Midwest. It's exquisite. It's just like, I'm super proud because I've wanted to live here forever. That is so funny. Zombie deer. Wait till I tell the kids that at dinner. Anyway, so the plants are going to start low and they're going to go up. Chronic wasting disease with the deer. I don't know what that means. Paula, tell me what that means. They're going to go up, and so it'll be a nice angle, and hopefully when Aiden gets his drone out, it looks really, really cool. And so radish, arugula. I think I wasted my purple lettuce the other day. I think I took a hoe to it and didn't mean to. Beets, rainbow chard, moving on to kale. And then in here where I planted the sticks, which you saw in an episode of Everyday Chateau, is it's a coral love lies bleeding. So the color is going to be really pretty. And then right back here, higher yet, will be the lime blush zinnia. So we're really banking on the color. Let me see what kind of comments I missed here. Wow, that's crazy. These 2 rows will be like market rows for zinnia, so like your jewel tone, but everything else I have these really specific, again, coral, very light colors that I picked for the potager. So cattle panels with snap peas. This is going to be a bed for pumpkins or watermelon or something. I don't know, we've got space for bed here, space here. Yes, I do, Amy, I do stagger. So I'm just about to put in some more snap pea. I stagger things like cilantro, lettuce, peas. Basically, I buy more seed than I realize than I mean to, because I'm so, when it says like, quarter of an ounce or 1 packet, or, that gives you all the different varieties of how much you can buy, I panic. I'm like, well, gosh, I don't want to not have enough. And then I have too much. So I do stagger. Especially things like lettuce and that. So this is back. Oh, look at my rose. Yay! Check it out. Oh my gosh, you guys, fruit is a commodity with 6 children. I cannot wait to have fruit. Our orchard is doing really good. And I got 50 raspberry plants from a farmer last year. And despite all the weeds that I'm going to mulch here, they're doing really good. All right, let's see. I have some comments for you. Thank you. Oh yeah, we do love our wine. I love wine with food. It's like I can't imagine not having a glass of wine with a meal. It just makes it a proper meal. Oh, look at potatoes. Yay. Hello. That means I need to cover them up. What else here? I feel like I missed one. All right, so I'm way back here. See, I'm way in the back. Isn't that a fun view? What kind of house did you say you have? Okay, Star, it's called, you can Google it and you'll find, like, if you Google images, here's the deer netting, let me show you. See that? You couldn't see it from, it's only visible from like within 20 feet and then it just disappears. But this is what we have for now until we can build a gate. And look at, we got a wood chipper. Joel has his work cut out for him. That's all he does is run that wood chipper when I'm not having him build me an entryway to the house. But I'm so sick of people having to like jump into our house since we took the deck off. Crap, what were you just asking me? Oh, the house. Okay. Sarah, I will. Let me finish. I'm the worst with keeping my thoughts. So somebody remind me if I don't ask Sarah's question. The house is called an envelope house. So the first 2, let me see, can you see that? The first, it's all backwards. The first 2 levels that you see, that is, I guess the proper name is conservatory since it's attached to the house. So there's French doors on both levels, and then you walk into that area, and there's slats in between the floor, and that heats the house. And then the air is always moving, so it goes up the roof, which there's like a loft, and then back down the back of the house, which if you've seen the episode like where we make the built-in bookcases, you can see us kind of making it a little bit more stylish because it's pretty ugly the way they constructed it, and what we're doing does not affect the airflow. But I can't do it because I don't have both hands, but in the back there's about an 18-inch gap between the the interior wall and the exterior wall. And you could literally open those windows that we've been removing and look down into the basement, and you can look clear up into the attic space. So that's called the envelope. So there's no ductwork. We have no air conditioning. We have a furnace in the basement. We don't use it. The house just stays warm enough. I like a really cold bedroom, so our bedroom is in the front. It does get really cold in the winter, but I don't care. But the air's always moving one way or it's moving another. So if you Google the term envelope house, you'll see in Google Images a cover of Popular Mechanics it's like a magazine cover of Popular Mechanics, and it will show you a visual of like how the air moves, and it will give you an idea a little bit more, because it is weird. It's a weird house. But I wanted an old house. I've never had a new house ever. And this was really actually tough for me. I mean, when we couldn't find anything up here, we were looking in New England. I mean, I would have taken a Revolutionary War era crumbling. I'd be fine with that, okay? I would live in a crusty old chateau in France with a space heater. I would just be so content with that. But, so this was a big change. So we have a lot we're going to do to the outside. Where's that hideous antenna? Like, could somebody shoot that thing down for me? Hi, Carol. No, you're not late for the party. Just watch the replay. Happy to have you. So somebody was asking me about my strawberries. I can't see. You guys are going to get a shot up my nose here. Thank you. Thanks, Tracy. I'm going to poop. Someday I'll learn how to do this. I'm going to turn around. Hopefully I don't have any boogers. Hopefully you guys aren't looking at my nose the whole time. These are my strawberries, my strawberry patch. So they're doing good. I would have to check what kind I bought, but I bought them from Burpee because it looks like I used to get my strawberries a long time ago from Cook's Garden. Have any of you purchased from Cook's Garden back in the day? And I was always really, really happy with them. And it looks like Burpee bought them out or something like that. So I put 200 plants in, and I've got some weed tarp in the middle. It looks like I have a little weeding to do. Okay, thank you, Barb. Thank you, Barbara. But this is my strawberry patch, and I'm gonna do the wattle fencing all the way around here. But it's just been, again, as usual, more work than we imagined to gather enough of the twigs to finish the deer fence. So the deer fence takes priority, even though we do have it wrapped with the netting. So I can't wait to see them. I know. I can't wait to harvest fruit. Holy cow, we have 8 blueberry bushes, 200 strawberry plants, which I know is not very much. I know people do way bigger and better. And 50 raspberries, and then the orchard. Oh, just to have fruit for my kids. Holy cow, that's going to be amazing. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Barb is reminding me that Nancy wanted to know about a potager. So a potager it's a French kitchen garden. So potage is a vegetable soup. So a potager is a vegetable garden, but traditionally they're a bit more decorative than your typical row garden. And they're traditionally more about eating seasonal and just going out and getting what you need, and not that the concept of putting up food, you know, like my great grandma's garden would have been, where she's growing like mass quantities. So I am sort of blending that because I do need to grow mass quantities, but it's not uncommon to have edible flowers, annuals, perennials, color mixed in with your vegetables. Thanks, Barb. And decorative planting. So that is really, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. I make so much extra work for myself, but just doing the extra decorative bit really makes me happy. So we are going to actually, all these, so the shoot like this way and this way. Does that make sense? These will all be cattle panels like those. And there's David Austin's popped in. There'll be Heavenly Blue Morning Glories, beans, gourds, all sorts of stuff growing. So, excuse me, it would be really like walking through tunnels to kind of to each section. So I'm excited about that. So do you guys have any other questions about the garden? This is where we are right now. Actually, I'll turn you around and I'll just kind of go around from the middle. Why don't I stand in the middle? and we'll just spin around. So there's where Joel cut down all those trees. They were that tall, blocking my sunset. Nancy, I can grow sweet potatoes, but I never have. I would love to grow sweet potatoes. So this looks up to the cottage garden. Again, the cottage is going to be a little bit more, British, and the basket support thingy. What do you mean, dear? The wattle fencing over there, is that what you're talking about? Oh, crud. Sorry, it's so shaky. I'm trying to read comments, scroll through comments at the same time. So this is what it looks like right now. What I love is, like, pretty soon it's just gonna look like a jungle, God willing. We had a really bad year last year, so it was our first year, major high hopes, like finally not renting. This is gonna be I'm gonna grow crap loads of food. Wah, wah, wah. I really underestimated how bad the soil is here. So we amended. We have the goats. I'll check these comments. Brought in a ton in October, all the leaves, all the goat droppings. This year when we started using the broad fork, lots of worms. So I'm just praying like this is it. I should have the soil tested, but I'm a procrastinator and I haven't done that yet. So, oh, thank you, Star. Watch out, the deer love them. Okay, good. All right, let me see, what else did I miss? In the beginning by the flowers, it's tall and spiral. Oh, yeah, it is. I got it at, let's see, hold on. Grew up in Green Bay. Yes, Alyssa, everything is just getting going. A little bit dork. I would say Green Bay is probably 2 weeks ahead of us. Fabulous. Just waiting for all that beautiful food you make for your beautiful family. Oh, so sweet, Barb. Okay, this guy here, I'll turn you around. And you guys, if you're looking at my nose the whole time, I'm really sorry. I cannot see my screen. It's so bright out here. Every once in a while I get a glimpse of it. So, okay, this, it's just a perennial support. I got it at the resale shop. I love, it's twiggy and fabulous, isn't it? I'm using it for peonies, which I found out back, kind of in the weeds, so they're not really doing much. I put them in, I brought them up last fall, but I love stuff like this. Pretty pricey, so I was happy to find it at a resale shop. Love it. Love the twigs. Love anything natural looking. Are we on a well? Yes, we have a well. We sure do. Praise the Lord. We have a well. What was the big fork tool you were using? Okay, we'll go back down to... See all the piles of... Is Joel still sleeping?
Joel's still sleeping?
Okay, go peek on his door. Make sure it's closed, that he didn't sneak out. He did that the other day. He slept like, oh my gosh, kids gonna be up till 9 o'clock. Now they're making me nervous. He's such a Houdini. They are having so much fun. It's called a, where is it? Do I have it over here? Hang on, where's my broad fork? Oh, there it is. Bees, happy bees. Here it is. This is a broad fork, and it's a more natural alternative to rototilling. You can see I've been abusive to it because of the rocks. I've actually bent some of the tines, but it aerates the soil and keeps the, I guess, bacteria and microbes and stuff at each level where they want to be instead of bringing them up. But it's amazing what it does to the soil. It's just amazing. It was quite an investment. They're not cheap, but I can broad fork a patch of the garden, like I've done this section, and I can literally put my hand down in like 8 or 9 inches. It's insane, way more than with a rototiller. Okay, nobody's screaming that they can't find Joel, so he's been taking these crazy huge naps. Give me a little while, going to purchase some of your oils. Okay, Barb, fabulous. I'm happy to help you with your natural health options. You let me know if there's anything specific you want to focus on, and I can point you in the right direction for sure. For sure. He's waking up. Fabulous. I can see you now. Okay, I should sign off. Want to say hi?
Is this YouTube or Instagram?
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Oh, hello.
My arm's gonna fall off. Oh my goodness, 127 people. You guys.
It's like our premieres.
That's very kind. Happy to see you here. And thanks. He's still asleep. What a pistol. Nancy. He is handsome. He is a dapper Dan. He's beef. Oh, he's a dreamboat. That kid. Oh, my baby. I am gonna try to sell. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Sorry, I can't see you anymore.
Do you know what an electromagnet is? It's the ones that if you plug a battery into it.
How many hours do you spend out there? I have been out. I will confess. I mean, we had a lot of hardscaping and a lot of building, and it's not just hoeing and planting seeds because we're doing so much creation still. I have been out here easily 8 to 12 hours a day for the last 6 weeks. I mean, I'm just out here all the time, weather permitting. So absolutely, I'm paying for it. Like, my body is tired, but I am a self-confessed workaholic. I do love to work. My idea of a great day would not be snuggled up watching Netflix. My idea would be like licking my chops. How much can we get done today? I do love to be productive. But yeah, I've been out here a lot. So, okay. I hope your comments are timely here. He does look like Joel, definitely. Let's give her a thumbs up. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yes, lots of thumbs up. YouTube is a weird beast. They like the thumbs up. They like the shares. They like the comments. That's how we show up on, when you're watching like our video and maybe Shay's video shows up on your sidebar, like also recommended. That's how that kind of stuff happens from that. Okay. Somebody was asking if I'm going to sell my weeder, which I was talking about on Instagram. This is the problem with the garden. You can never find anything. Yeah. Old Glory Farm. It's called Garden House. And that's when your countertops are covered in everything you didn't tell people to clean up, and your floors are filthy, and your laundry in your washing machine stinks. That's called Garden House. It's a real thing. You're not alone, but it's the price we pay, right? Let's see here. Thumbs up. Yes, that thing. Amelie, where's my favorite tool? Even Junior knows. Here's your favorite tool, Mom. Somebody's asking to see it, and Joel's talking to a blacksmith. We are going to have it made, and we will be selling it on the blog. It is the best tool ever. And if I can have somebody make broad forks and sell them, shoot, I'll do that too. I don't know. I mean, the broad fork is amazing. You can get them at Johnny's. Joel, do you know what my favorite tool is? Somebody's asking. Darn elusive. Where was I using it? To pop that basil in? Oh, I see it. No, I was down where I'm going to do peppers. Come on, guys. You are really patient to follow me around this garden for the last half hour. So I got this at some barn sale. Somebody said it's a beet hoe. I still have never seen one online that I like as much as I like this. This is my favorite tool. It's old. Look, it's like rebarred together because the handle has broken. The handle's really small, so your hand doesn't cramp. I think a lot of tools are made for men, and you have a feminine size hand. Mine are, I suppose, pretty small, but this is just like really fabulous. I love this tool. This is it. Hey, Booner. Okay, I'm going to check your comments, and then I'm going to jump off from my people here. Good co-op farms. For supplies, so I get most of my seeds online. We get all organic feed for the animals from a farmer, a local farmer who has been kind enough to bring us in on when he has deliveries. So we've been really blessed that way, because where we used to live, there was a big co-op where we could get that kind of stuff, Prince or Kent, organic. And so we were really blessed to find that. And let me see if there's any more questions. The heat. Our heat isn't really too bad here. At least, who am I to say? We've been vacationing here for 20 years, so that's really nice. Is like, we know the area, we know the climate. Last year was really warm for this area, but I would think like 82 is the average. If it breaks, use 2 K cutters. Yes. 82 is the average, and nice and breezy because we're just a spitting distance from the lake. So we opened the windows. The problem we had last year was with humidity, which was a little bit more than normal, but yeah. Okay, guys. Booner, tu as dormi bien? Oh.
He is crabby.
Are you crabby? Okay, YouTube, thank you so much. Let's see, what can I tell you to do? If you want to be on my newsletter, check the description. I think it should be there. I've never done this live like this before. I think it's auto-filled. But sign up for the newsletter and I'll reach out every week and we can stay in touch that way. And then check it out. I'm going to have a couple more videos coming. Like I said, I'm going to talk because people have been asking about if they can use oils safely in their garden, and I'm a big companion planter. I love companion planting, and so I'm going to kind of talk about how oils can be used within that same idea, keeping pests at bay naturally.
He didn't want you, and now he does.
Okay, I know, buddy. All right, I'm going to jump off, guys. Thank you so much. Junior wants his mom. You know, okay. All right.